Okay, you guys, we are back with another video. In this video, we're gonna talk about young Miami met with major backlash over her Club It sensation, Spend That. Now, young Miami has realized that since Sean Diddy Combs' incarceration, she's gonna have to work twice as hard as the other girlies out here because Didi is not out here to pull the strings for her. First she tried Clot That Tea, which many people giggled and laughed at her, but a few said yes, it had a little, kick to it. But then she spun the block and she came with Spend That. Now, Spend That is like an anthem that heavily references scamming and boosting the idea of scamming and enjoy spending that money after you've scammed others, right? No, this song has turned into one of pop culture's biggest debate of the summer. It has caused some back and forth. India Irie decided that she was going to join the chat and critique the industry reaction towards the song because what she's saying is that, the words from our mouth, their frequency, and we should be careful of how we use words and the things that we promote and support, right? So because India Ari came out and said something, she wasn't calling for the song to be, boycotted. She just made a post on Substack and her Instagram story, and she had to follow up with a clarification saying that she wasn't leading to a boycott, but she was just deeply concerned about the mass acceptance of the song, right? Because frequency, it has power. Everything you listen to, see, or eat is going to influence you. So she's saying, make wise choices, y'all, right? She also expressed the sense of disillusionment, stating that seeing the culture so heavily, embracing the lyrics celebrating scamming was a rude awakening that made her realize not everybody wants to get free, right? However, the producer, on the other hand, Jay White, instead of doing the back and forth with India Irie, he basically spend that with one of India's 2001 empowerment anthem video, which took a further viral spin on the song. But the truth of the matter is, while we see a lot of celebrities dancing to it, having a vibe, India Irie isn't the only one who is saying this about the song, that it's distasteful. It is unpleasant to see how the industry is embracing and the people in general are embracing such a dangerous rhetoric that is being shared. Now, in my personal opinion, as someone who is from a strong culture of music, I'm gonna tell you that while many of us may look at that song and say it's just a vibe, it meant no harm, I can tell you that my culture is filled with gun lyrics. The songs, most of them are about violence and guns. And what do we have in our society? We have the second highest rate of femicide worldwide because most of the songs are degrading women and they are about violence. Now, with the new administration that we have, with the new government body, they have worked overtime to curtail and minimize the level of crime and violence in the country. So kudos to the government on that. But crime and violence, it is still a problem. And studies have shown that it is partially and significantly attributed to the music that is in the culture. So when critics say that Young Miami song will influence and impact people, yes, it's going to. Scammers are going to feel like they have an anthem. They're going to feel encouraged and they're going to feel more strengthened, more bold, and more unapologetic about what they're doing. And this will also result in a lot of them exposing themselves and further getting caught with their illegal acts because the song helps to boost your ego, helps you to feel invincible. And we see a lot of ish going on TikTok, and many of them are doing drive-bys, getting money, showing off the money that they've scammed with a song, spend that being played in the background. So while I understand that Young Mammy may have never meant any harm with the music, it was just a club smash, something meant to build a vibe for a lot of citizens. It's gonna be a lot more than that. But should the song be completely boycotted? No. I believe that it should remain for the club because I believe it was meant to be a club smash and not something that you take as literature or, a lesson or a rule or a guide towards a lifestyle. That's what I believe. But irrespective of that, young Mammy is met with backlash and she's still doing her thing. Now, I want to hear from you guys. Do you think that the song should be boycotted, or do you think that it should just be left for club smash, like only played in the clubs and be banned from social media and media airwaves? Leave your comment below. I would want to hear from you guys. Peace.